You are listening to the Path to Mindset Mastery podcast. I'm so excited about today because today you're going to learn a life skill and a coaching skill that will help you not only with your clients, but with yourself and your self-worth so much, and help your clients get to where they want to be so much faster, and you get where you want to be in your life so much faster. It's going to even help with your family as well. It's a game changer. My name's Brad Bizjack. I'm a mindset coach and inspirational speaker, creator of a program called Appreciation Academy. And for the last 3 years, I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs and home-based business owners and helped people just like you shatter limiting beliefs and overcome self-doubt and build the confidence that you need to create the six-figure business you deserve. This is the Path to Mindset Mastery podcast, and I have a super special treat for you today, a free online course. A free online course just for you, focused on helping you to get yourself to do the things you know you need to do. That's the entire focus of the online course. How can I get out of my own damn way and just do the shit I know I need to do? That's what I'm going to teach you in that online course. It is yours totally free, linked up right below this episode. It is a game changer, so access that right now. Today, we're going to talk about the word I'm sorry. The words I'm sorry. And it's so important that we apply what I'm going to teach you today, because not only is it going to build your self-worth, but it's going to serve people that you're trying to serve so much better. If you're like a lot of my clients, then you consistently maybe apologize for things that you don't necessarily need to apologize for. Like, oh, sorry I didn't do that, or oh, sorry I sent this, or oh, sorry it was this way. And really what that is a way of seeking validation. It's a way of seeking validation. Am I enough? Every time you apologize, it's the same thing as saying, am I enough for you? Am I enough for you? Am I enough for you? And I want you to think about it like the perspective of dating someone. What if someone you were dating was consistent like, is that enough for you to love me? Is that enough for you to love me? Is that enough for you to love me? What would happen? What would happen if you did that in an intimate relationship? They'd end up leaving you, right? They'd end up be like, no, you don't have the self-confidence that I need in my partner. They would disappear. And you literally create the life that you don't want. Please put this in your notes. External validation only comes after internal validation. When you validate yourself consistently and you don't need other people's approval, that's when other people's approval comes. But if you're consistently in need of other people's approval and that's what you're going after, you literally create what you don't want, because it causes them to disrespect you and take advantage of you and not love you the way that you want to be loved, and it creates what you don't want. Write this in your notes. It's a formula for love, or for worth. Write this down. Love over time equals worth. Love over time equals worth. That is an equation. Love over time equals worth. And if you're denied love, maybe by your parents or something growing up in some way, shape, or form, or you stop giving it to yourself for a period of time, you're going to have lower self-worth. So what this is doing is craving that love. But when you crave that love consistently, it's not actually giving yourself self-love. It's giving yourself validation, which is just a need to prove to yourself that you're enough. And when all you need to do is prove to yourself that you're enough, you're just reinforcing that you're not enough. And it's literally creating the life you don't want. So practicing self-love for yourself is one of the biggest keys in not needing this validation. What I started doing is to help with this, because I struggled with this for a very long time. I crave validation. I wanted people to approve of me, and I would just try to prove everything, try to prove myself, make sure people thought that my ideas were legit, needed permission to go after big things, and it wasn't very fun to live that way. But what I started doing is I started writing down every day when I wake up and when I go to bed, I write down 5 things about why I'm amazing. And that sounds so cheesy. It sounds cheesy, I get it, but I'm telling you right now that if you're not willing to count how awesome you are, then it's a sign that you think that someone believing that they're awesome is a bad thing. It's a wonderful thing. When someone has self-confidence and self-worth, they think they are awesome. I think I am awesome, as you should think you are awesome too. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm awesome. You need to believe it yourself. And just like we talked about last week, where we talked about training a puppy, the way to believe that you are worth something, the way to increase your self-worth is to condition self-love over the course of time and reward yourself for it. And what it's called is a book of proof. Every day I write these reasons out about why I'm awesome. And they change every day, different reasons about why I'm awesome or why I'm amazing. And after I write them out, I read them and I internalize them. And whenever I'm having a down day, and whenever I'm back in that state of craving validation or acceptance in some way, I go back to this book And I read all of these reasons why I'm awesome. And my self-confidence increases in an instant. In an instant. And it makes it so much easier because it internally validates myself. And therefore, I have a higher sense of confidence when I'm around people. I stop apologizing to them. I stop saying, please love me, please love me, please love me. And then, because I have higher confidence, people validate me. But it only came from me validating myself first. Lack of self-confidence is obvious to people. It's obvious to people. And it's changed by practicing love over the course of time. Love is something you do. It's not just something you get. It's something you do, and you need to give it to yourself on a regular basis if you want your life to change. That is the first scenario of apologizing. Apologizing in a way of needing other people's validation and approval. But there's a second way that people tend to apologize. And this is in coaching relationships. I know a lot of people that are focused on serving others, right? I work with a lot of business owners, and they have clients. Business owners have clients, obviously, right? And these clients are going through challenges in their lives. And they're saying, this is what I'm going through. This is the problem. This is what I'm facing. And I see these coaches saying, I'm so sorry you're going through that. I'm so sorry you're facing that. And what it's doing is it's saying you're wanting to give compassion to this person, but without you knowing it's actually having an adverse effect. When I'm working with my one-on-one clients, I very rarely say the words, I'm sorry for what they're going through. Very rarely. And I only do it when there's actually something to be sorry for, like a death in the family or something significantly challenging that happened. I say, I'm sorry you went through that. But if it's just a challenge someone's going through on a regular basis, like a run-of-the-mill challenge, right? I'm dealing with self-worth issues, or I don't feel like I'm enough, or whatever it is. That's just a normal challenge that everyone faces. I won't say I'm sorry. Want to know why? Very simple, and you can use this in your coaching relationships with others. It's because when you say, oh, I'm so sorry you're going through that, I'm so sorry you have to deal with that, it gives sympathy for having a problem. When you give sympathy for having a problem, what you're doing is you are rewarding someone for living in a problem. You're causing them to be addicted to their problems. It's basically saying, if I have a problem, I'll receive love. That's what they're hearing. If I have a significant problem, I will receive love from people, from my coach, from whoever, my sponsor, whatever it is. I'll receive love. What you need to do as a leader is get them to focus on the solution instead. Get them to change their state, change their focus. Focus on what am I going to do about this instead of apologizing for what's going on. And that's what will change the game for their results. Because when they get reinforced for living in the problem, it just creates more of the same thing. And you feel like you're not making progress with them. But when you focus on the solution of how you want to serve them and how you want to help them and how you want to love them, everything gets much, much easier, much, much faster. That's what I recommend that you do today. Stop apologizing. Stop apologizing if there's genuinely nothing to apologize for. Now, if you have something to apologize for, if you effed up, apologize. There's a time and a place for apologies, right? If something significant happened in someone's life that is really, really tough, apologize. Absolutely, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're focusing on just apologizing to either seek validation or to make sure that your client feels loved when they're going through a run-of-the-mill challenge, it's hurting you and it's hurting others. And it's creating the exact results that you don't want. Stop apologizing, start accepting, start loving, start caring, start focusing on the solution, and start practicing loving yourself on a regular basis. And you will notice that your internal validation will go up and your need for external validation will go down. But when your need for external validation goes down, external validation actually goes up. And it's a wonderful place to be. So I hope this served you today. Don't forget to download your free online course below, all about consistency and doing the things that you know you need to do. It's all free for you so you can move your business 2 steps forward instead of moving it 2 steps back, getting yourself to do the things that you know you need to do. It's entirely free just for you, linked up right below this. Make sure to give us a rating and review on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you're listening. The more ratings and reviews we have, the more people that hear this, the more lives change. And if you'd like to, share this on your Insta stories. Go on Instagram, take a screenshot, post it for other people, help them see this and how it's helping you change your life. I hope this served you today. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Brad Bizjack. Go out there today and every day and live your life with a genuine smile on your face. You're only one mindset shift away from doing so. I'll see you next week.